Okay, this will be the third and final installment on installing the operating system. And now, after I got the motherboard drivers and the video drivers on it, then I install antivirus, which is Endpoint. Semtex Endpoint. When you pull it up from the taskbar, that's the way it looks. It's in a status window. And as long as the top is green, got a check mark there, you're okay. That means everything's up to date and everything's running fine. But you're protected in those areas that it shows there. And one thing I like about this program is that it finds everything, malware. Now I do and I've already went in and installed all the Windows updates too. The first time we had 207. I think the second one was like 18. The third one was like 8. And I don't know. Long story short, probably 250 or so updates, in addition to what was on the DVD to install the operating system. But anyway, all that's done. Now, I did not go anywhere other than Windows Update. And after I got done, I run a scan as I always do, and I found just the same thing I always find: malware. And it comes from Windows server, where I got the updates from. And some people would disagree. They'd say, Windows can't do that. Oh, yes, they can. They can do whatever they want to. And some people would disagree with my interpretation of it being malware. What it is a tracking hardware, is what it is. But that is malware. That's what malware is. And the reason that they do that is every time you go on that computer, it will send a daily report to their Microsoft server in Washington State on where you went to. And the reason they do that is not necessarily because they're trying to be nosy, although, yeah, they are, but what they want to do is sell you something. So wherever you go, the next thing you know, and I discovered this, I've had lots and lots of dealings with Microsoft. They make some great games I love. So a lot of racing games. One of them is a mud game. I forget the name of it, but that's what it is. 4-wheel drive truck, riding in the mud and this, that, and the other. But, after I installed it, I went to, I started getting emails and all kind of, everywhere I went, I started getting emails and all kind of crap. And I was wondering to myself, how do they know where I'm going? They're trying to get me to buy something, is what it was. All these other companies too. Then I thought about what's the last thing I installed on this computer? That mud riding game. So then I did a full scan with this program right here, and it bound it. Malware from the server. Got rid of that. No more problems. So, don't let nobody tell you that Microsoft won't put malware on you. They will. I don't think there's a company out there nowadays that won't, because they want to know where you go and what you do so they can sell you something. They only after one thing, and that's that money you got in your pocket. And they'll get it any way they can. Okay, now, the grandson, my son's house is like 3-4 years old, got very few dedicated drop cables for internet. He's got an internet room upstairs. The only room that is upstairs. Everything else is down on the floor level. But that room is a dedicated internet room. That's what they use it for. And I think he got one drop through the wall down to the master bedroom. Other than that, you have to use Wi-Fi. So I went ahead and installed a Wi-Fi card It's a PCI adapter for a Wi-Fi card. That's what it is, and that's what we're running on now. That's it right there. As you can see, it's connected to my Lenski. I've got two, like if grandkids come over or whatnot, I can give them, I got a password for each one of those, two different passwords. I can put them on gas, and that way I'm not worried with the main speed. This is my main speed, my main stuff that I use. Now this right here is my next door neighbor. I have no idea what her password is, but all my stuff always picks up her router. But anyway, I got that installed, got the drivers installed. I will go in here and show you one thing. Go to Control Panel, Device Manager. Now this will show you everything that you've got in your computer, all your hardware, and if it don't have a little something beside it or whatever denoting it, then that means that it has got the proper drivers and the drivers are up to date and everything's working. For instance, the display, that's your video card. I've got a NVIDIA G4 GTX 660 in there. Okay. The internet, that new one I just installed, is a 2.4 gigahertz wireless PCI adapter. And my regular one, I can put a landline on it too, to hook a regular internet hookup. And it's a Realtek. That's what it is. But anyhow, this right here gives you everything there, and if you don't have anything out there, everything's up to date and it's working fine. Now, let's go to Windows Updates. We'll check for updates. Now, one thing that I always do, and I may have told y'all this in the first one, I'm not positive, but I do not, Microsoft likes for you to leave it like it comes default, which means automatically install updates. But I change settings. I don't do that. What I happen to do is to check for updates, but let me okay it before you download and install them. That's just, I mean, this is my computer, or well, it'd be grandson, but I want to control what happens on my computer. I don't want stuff to be automatic so that Microsoft can do it out of their mainframe in Washington State. No, that ain't the reason I paid them the big bucks for this operating system. Of course, their opinion and my opinion is different on how that works too. The way they look at it is all I'm doing is renting this operating system from them. The way I look at it, I paid for it and it's mine. But of course they don't look at it that way. Okay, they're saying I got 8 more updates. Let's see what they are. Click on it and it'll tell you. Yeah, some security updates and this, that, and the other. Okay. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and install those. But basically, we're done. The computer's about ready to be handed off to the grandson. I did put Firefox on there. Now it comes with Internet Explorer. That's Internet Explorer. But I don't like using Internet Explorer, and the reason I don't like using Internet Explorer is because everybody uses Internet Explorer. Therefore, all the hackers hack Internet Explorer. Now, Firefox is a good happy medium. It's what I try to use all the time. It's fine. It's good, and it don't get hacked all that much. And of course, now there is a third one, and it's pretty good. And that would be Google Chrome. But Now, on Google Chrome, you've got to have an account just to log into Google Chrome. And again, he's 9 years old, so I don't know if he got an account or not. But anyhow, I ain't putting Google Chrome. People won't sit on there and do it themselves. Or his daddy can do it for him. But anyhow, I'll go ahead and download these updates, and then I'll be basically done with it. But I hope you enjoyed this process that me and my grandkids have went through for the last 2 days, building this computer and installing the operating system and the software and all to it. If you have any questions, if you'll post them, I'll do my best to answer them. There's so much to doing this that there's no way I can do it. I can show you every single thing I do. If I did that, then this video would be 4 or 5 hours long minimum. And that would still be cutting out for the updates, because the updates take a long time. It takes about 3 hours just to put the updates on after you install the operating system. And then you like this coming up. You see, it takes a long time to get all of them. You get the big buck in about 3 hours, but then it's going to be more that come up after this. See that you got this. Well, if you got this, then you need this because this is later, and so you get more. But anyway, that's about it for me, and hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed the grandkids doing this, and I hope I helped you in some way. Again, post, and I'll try to answer if you have a question. But thanks for watching. God bless.